Greetings Multiverse, and I am here with something very, very special. My full reaction to the Batman movie. Yes, I have seen this a few times already. I've done a review of it already, which you can find a link to just above my head. But Warner Brothers invited me to watch the home video release of the Batman digitally, and so I watched the entire thing. I streamed it, and so you could watch my reaction to it now. What the commentary? I think it's probably a critical commentary, me noticing things I didn't notice before, and so I was very excited to watch it again. But yeah, this may not be a fresh reaction, but it was a fun one, and I enjoyed it a lot. Again. So yeah, let's check out my reaction or commentary for the Batman. 5th time watching. Go. Really drug bust. Oh, the detail. I love that. I freaking love that. It took me until the music to kick in before I noticed the Riddler standing in the background. It's all going very quiet. Oh, God. Ow! I don't believe that's intentional. This is fledgling killer stuff. But him losing his grip. Using Ave Maria as the Riddler's theme is inspired. It's so creepy. It's different, certainly. Oh, the tape scene. From that first trailer, that tape scene. But this.
October 31st.
This whole section is best Batman movie ever made. This is... Oh. I love the design of Gotham as well. It feels real. There's the stop drops thing, which the guy will be wearing as a mask in a minute. This old monologue narration. It's so comic book. It's so Batman comic book. Things go on and Batman talking over it. I love the focus on the shadows. We're not sure if he's going to come out of any of them. And then they're not sure whether he's going to come out of any of them. Ah. Yeah. It's so freaking good. Go on, say it. Say the line. But
I am the shadows.
There we go. Oh, it's so good. It's so freaking good. The loudest Batman has ever been, and it's so cool. Purely for effect. It takes me right back to Batman 89, where Batman doesn't even sneaks up on them a little bit. Well, the opening of it, but it's all for show. It's all theatrics. That suit, I still love that suit. Love it. So much that I got it. Oh, I had to get it. It's such... I love the design of it. It's so great. Ah, it still gets me. A vengeance. Oh, this is so Arkham, and I love how he does take hits. He's not like perfectly taking them all out. He just shrugs them off and doesn't care. He even takes shots from guns and just, it just makes him mad. Yeah, he's. This is definite early Batman. I love it because that's how he is in the comics. Because he's even in I think the animated series, like he starts off, he's terrified. Oh, you know, it was the New Frontier. Yeah, Darwin Cook's The New Frontier, or the film Justice League New Frontier, where he like goes in to save this kid from the Mad Monk, and he terrifies the kid, and so he changes his outfit to be a little less terrifying. I love that. There is definitely humour in this film. It's sometimes dark humour, but it does get me.
Let's play a game, just me and you.
I can't believe that someone solved this riddle a year before the film came out.
How do you know? He's a goddamn vigilante. He could be a suspect.
I love that Gordon trusts him. There's things before this movie that we never see. We just have to carry on because we don't need to know. It's Gordon the Batman, of course. He lies still. That's still so cool. That's such a cool answer to the riddle.
This must be a favorite night of the year, huh, pal? Happy fucking Halloween.
Excuse me, Commissioner. You ready for your statement?
I want him out of here.
Now.
Now.
Yeah. Because he has only 2 scenes, technically 3. He does a good job as the Commissioner. The Commissioner doesn't like Batman. Ah. The Batmobile jet engine just sitting there. I love the build up to the Batmobile. So you see bits of it. You see it under the tarp in the background in a moment. Or just did. This Alfred feels very much to the Earth one, or Beware the Batman is another thing that really strikes me if you've seen that animated series. It's not the best, but it's still pretty fun.
The killer left this with the Batman.
I know this is all such a surprise. Other than Joker, they haven't had any...
Why is he writing for you?
haven't had any villains like this who have been fixated on Batman.
Here. Why?
Because I couldn't get you to go there.
Wayne Enterprises. Wayne Enterprises is totally a thing here. Never see it. I'm fine with that. Hopefully it'll be more in the... Yeah, I hope more of Alfred in the next film as well. But yeah, more Wayne Enterprises, more Bruce Wayne. But this is such a great start to build out from here.
Stop. You're not my father.
Important things here. Yeah, this is all just still early stuff. He's lost all fear of like anything. Basically, he's lost fear of losing the Wayne legacy and being anything other than Batman. See, there you go, Batmobile in the back, just lurking there. I love this whole scene, including how it's shot. Coming up with the darkest joke of the film, it still makes me laugh. I didn't have that reaction the first time, but it gets me more and more. It's so freaking dark. And that as well. It's just his look. Oh, Batman's just matter-of-factly doing it. Fine. By the way, her hair's coming, so you can't actually tell it's Selena on the left there, talking to Penguin. Here you go, first time he knocks on the door.
Mine are yours.
Just down. There you go. See, a few hits there. Doesn't matter. This is my go-to Arkham move. I love it. This is just straight up something out of Batman the Animated Series. Batman talking to the Penguin in the Iceberg Lounge. What's the matter?
Shit, it is. Look at that.
Yeah, there we go. You pushed it a little bit too far, the Penguin.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
He is so good as the Penguin. I just love the fact that the Penguin's in this. I mean, I really missed it for not being in the Nolan verse. On the left, was that Riddler? I've seen this film several times now, but there is very conspicuously a light on in one of the apartments overlooking this bit, because we know that's the diner that Riddler ends up in, and so he is above right now. Brilliant, if so. This moment. All the feels with this moment. None of them I'm going to express in words. I love how unhinged he is. I mean, if Riddler comes back, he doesn't have to have the mask anymore. He can actually be in a bit more of an outfit, a bit more of a traditional Riddler outfit, because everyone knows who he is already, so doesn't need the mask. Is she drinking milk? Now, the rumour was this was supposed to be Mad Hatter, but I don't know if they cut that out or whether it was an early script or something like that. Or whether someone just made that up. You go Strange?
I'm mad about you. Want to know my name? Just look inside and see.
I thought he's just a bit of a dick all the way through. He does care, but he won't admit it, and he'll always say the wrong thing. I love all this technology. Don't know if it's possible, but really fun. You get back.
No.
Push it too far, man. You pushed it too far. Ow. The way it's blurred. You don't need to see it anything other than that. You just need to see the flashing. Oh. Ah, for a brighter tomorrow. And all the renewal stuff. It all comes out later on. I love this. I love the way Batman slinks out of the shadow. He just was there the entire time.
Can't go out like that.
The bat's just flying around. Oh, love all the little touches. Penguin has an umbrella. Confirmed. I was convinced that was Barry Keoghan when I first saw this.
Father saved my life.
I love this.
In the chest.
I love but they just drop this long Halloween moment. It just is. It's all just past. It all works towards the story they're trying to tell, and it's just a big long Halloween scene, and they just threw in there. Absolutely brilliant. I love Martina. Yeah, absolutely hates Batman, but yeah, it's really friendly and that's Bruce Wayne. Brilliant. Hello. I love how we don't see what's happening outside. We just hear the screams. Because we don't need to. It's all building up. Bruce's concern is for the kid. And also he's just looking at the coffin. There we go. Bruce was completely correct. The serial killer did indeed turn up. Who shouted that? I feel so sorry for him. He's trying to get out of it and this robot just shows up. Yeah, shadows, out of the shadow. Brilliant. That is brilliant. Like he always melts out of the shadows. I didn't even get in there. So creepy.
From you, Mr. Coulson, is dead.
Who commented who's the idiot in the costume?
What you did? Okay. Don't lose your head, Mr. Coulson.
Don't lose your head. Oh God, Riddler. Oh. Yes, it should have killed him. I know. This is what's called suspension of disbelief.
Got me on assault at 3. Hey! This isn't the way to do this.
Oh.
Okay, give him the room.
I wonder if this guy was supposed to die too. He's obviously next in line to be commissioner, but he's obviously not a fan of Batman's, probably even after the movie. But he just kind of disappear after this point. That's a great line. Moonlights as a cop. Oh, there we go, surprise! Yeah, I love that grapple. It's so cool. I love anything that's going to snap out of their wrist. Not quite out of the hanging on gargoyles phase yet. Oh, God! Yes, that would have killed him again, but it's still so funny. I just take that like a comedy moment.
I only trust you. What's narcotics?
Why does he trust him? That's I don't really want to know. I love the question. Batmobile parked in the corner. If he didn't park there already, how did the Batmobile get there? And here we go, the whip. Brilliant. I hope he uses it more in next film, or the Catwoman series, Warner Brothers.
Hey, Vengeance!
I mean, he keeps on calling it Vengeance. The Batmobile. I love how the Batmobile screams. It's so terrifying. And this is almost irrelevant, but who cares? It's a Batmobile chase. It's Batman chasing the Penguin in the Batmobile. No, you didn't, get you. Oh, such a cool shot. The most iconic shot in the film. Why, hello there.
Like the white Spanish
It's so great. The penguin is the one who corrects them under the Spanish. I love it. Oh, this is the bit that blew my mind. I mean, we'd already been doing www.ratalana.com as an ARG for ages, and then it frickin' showed up in the movie. I did not expect this at all.
Realize I'm still here, right?
And then waddling like a penguin as well, of course. I must admit, this upcoming bit really made me jump out of my seat. Unnecessarily, because it's completely irrelevant. Well... There we go. Another shrubbery!
Not another shrubbery!
Batman just gone. I love that. Hey! I didn't hear Gordon say that before. Hey! I love the time displacement here. You think he's ringing while Alfred's looking at it, but no, Alfred would have gone for the phone. So clever. So clever the way you do that. So everyone, I've been trying to reach you. I've been trying to reach you. I've been trying to reach you. Don't know if you can see that. Batman, Sins of the Father. The Telltale Games spin-off graphic novel. Telltale Games felt such a big influence on this, or at least playing through them feels like playing through the Batman game. And having one also called The Sins of the Father. Also having the sins of Thomas Wayne being a big part of it. Just trying to work it out. I mean, in the most unsubtle way possible, trying to work out this. Yeah. What a shot! So many good graphic novel-like shots in this film. Oh, cinematography is just so great. Look at that as well. The Arkhams. This is Batman Earth 1. This is the first time that Martha is an Arkham rather than a Kane. So this eliminates Batwoman, unfortunately. Edward Elliot.
Wayne tried to force this crusading reporter into a hush money agreement to save his mayor.
Hush. There we go. There we go. An Elliot with the word hush. I noticed that my first viewing.
You know who I am.
Do you know who I am? Yeah. This time he's knocking on the door as Bruce Wayne, but he still says the same thing. Yeah. In the Telltale game, it actually stays a big thing throughout both seasons about what Thomas Wayne did. It becomes a real big part of the whole thing. But there's still some mystery to it a little bit. I mean, did Carmine Falcone actually kill the Waynes? Did Maroni actually kill the Waynes? Or was it literally just Joe Chill? Was it the Joker? It's all kind of a mystery still. Another dick move by Bruce here. Alfred wakes up for the first time, smiles at him. He just gets it thrown in his face. Not even a hello. God, Bruce.
I could teach you how to fight, but
Teach you how to fight? Gotham is canon?
take you.
TV series? She's really going for him. Told you to wait. the scars from her claws. Tied up with her whip. I don't know if I've ever noticed that before.
I got 9 of them.
Bit of a cheesy line, but who cares? You've had to kick a guy off a building. You can get away with lines like that. This is just so cool. Is him running down the side of the building. Oh, not even pausing and then shooting out there. the third time, and he's just not there. It's always like, yeah, he doesn't want to get into it with an actual fist fight again. That's about another way to get it. Yeah, and lock him out as well. Not quite Batman or Bruce Wayne.
The contents are extremely graphic and
I think Gotham viewers are getting used to it by now.
Just put down the gun, honey.
This is for my mother.
Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing, Batman. Yeah, I love that grapple gun. They should really go check on the actual gunshots. One of the best moments of the film. The hallway scene, the Vader down the hallway scene. Oh, it is so cool. You don't see really anything other than and then just unload on him. Oh, so cool. So cool that moment. Ouch. Also, cannon. Cannon for the long Halloween. I like Penguin getting big here.
In an empty suit.
I'll spray paint your ass!
That was a stupid thing to do, Penguin, really. Yeah! Little cool grapple moment. It's not what you'd expect as the Riddler, but I feel Riddler from him, but I also feel like every man. And there's just something a little bit off about him as well. The guy on the cop on the left is all looking over. What the hell? Just in time for the most dramatic cup of coffee in films.
You really okay with this? What about chain of evidence?
Batman just wandered in there, just started going through the evidence.
Gloves.
I don't really care.
Can you get in?
Take some time.
Brief shot of Joker there. Which I still don't know what that's meant to be, but that's obviously not the actual Joker. It's obviously a poster. It's still quite creepy and cool.
I think I'm his last target.
I love the misdirect. I love all of this. Even in the trailers, that we were being misdirected as well to think that the Riddler knew who Batman was. Similar to wait the garage door opened in Mitchell's little car lot, and also exactly how he met the Joker earlier on, which was obviously cut. But you can see that on my channel. Music.
The only one we didn't get.
There. Silence. Dead silence. I love the misdirect. I love the misdirect and the way it's laid on so thick, even to us in the trailers. Oh, this is peak Riddler. He doesn't get his own way and so acts like a spoiled brat. What a thing to say. I love this because this is Riddler. Riddler doesn't get his own way and it freaks him out. They do that in the Arkham games as well. Just throws a strop.
Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you
See, now he's not on his side. And there it is. The bat knife. But he had to come right up to the screen to show what he just did.
What are you doing in here?
The Batman doesn't say a word. I think he says a word for this entire scene. Martinez is doing the talking the entire time.
Friggin' carpet tool.
Not Batman. It's all a look. So it's not. Oh, what? What are you talking about? It's just a look. Not a word. Not a word. I love he doesn't have the voice modulator on this time.
Hey guys.
Hey. Sounds like me.
Parked 7 vans all along the
Here we go.
and on the big night, they will go.
What a good transition there. Look how you got that.
Fast evacuation.
Another good transition there. I didn't properly acknowledge these transitions in previous versions. When it goes from his like scrabbled map to the actual thing. I do wish Riddler was more of a part of this ending, but at the same time, I'm not going to complain. I love it. I love it. A great way of making Riddler goons.
Can't get through, the lines are down.
And he's gone. And again, Batman hasn't said a word for that entire scene. He didn't say a single word.
Exactly. It's the problem with this city. Everyone's afraid to stand up and do the right thing, but I'm not. Excuse me.
I like the way she actually is seemingly a good person. All the Riddler and all the characters actually need, and yet they're all still fighting against her and don't believe in her and try to kill her. Showmanship. These moves. It's so cool. He's fine. You're done. You're done. Just, he sees they're attached, so he's just like using them to take them out. Wow. And then again got a massive shotgun, which that range would really, really hurt. Because it's all the impact. It's just like BAM. Keep an eye on that other guy. Make sure he doesn't get up or anything. This is still so interesting. Is it venom? Is it pure adrenaline? But it's all another hint towards a possible story in the future. It feels like venom. And there it is. That's when Batman realises he had completely the wrong approach, wrong effect. And this bit admittedly is a little bit of an excuse. There is other things he could do here. It's a little bit just of an excuse to get him down to the ground level. He could, like, cut it below him, cut it that cleanly and not actually just have to slice it. Yeah, it probably would have to be above him because it's, yeah, just from the angle he's at. I love this. I've said that several times throughout this movie, but this whole scene, the importance of this cannot be understated, and I think a lot of people do miss the importance of this, where they just want him to be one big ball of vengeance. But this is him learning to be an actual hero, someone who's not just out for vengeance, someone who actually is out to help and wants to inspire as well. And I love that way that kid is the one who made the leap, and that's compared to the others, all inspired. So good. Them trusting him. He's no longer just a vigilante. He's no longer vengeance. He is actually someone to look up to, a hero.
To know someone's out there for them.
Yeah, I like that. It's not just about scaring criminals. It's also about providing hope and helping as well. That is Batman.
And the strength to fight.
So good. All of it's so good.
You're a clown.
There we go. You weren't sure beforehand. I love that Joker is first. And we don't find out how Joker was caught. We don't find out. It just is. Of course, as we know from the delete scenes, Joker was fully aware of Riddler and who he is and what he's about. I love Barry Keoghan's Joker simply because he reminds me of Cameron Monaghan in Gotham.
Ever just say hello?
He just has a cat with her. What made that cat so special?
The bat and the cat.
By the way, she's calling herself Cat now. I hope she gets her own series. She deserves her own series. She just has her own movie. Is that biker bat ears? I don't know if I've noticed that before. I love that this is the ending. I love that it's just these two their paths diverging. All symbolic. This is more to come, side by side, but then having to separate. Yeah, definitely Batman and Catwoman. Again and again and again. Such an understated ending, really, considering everything has gone on. Not him flapping down from the building or anything like that, like he has done, or standing on top. Watching Catwoman go into the shadows, and he's ever onward. A silent guardian. So freaking good. 5th, 6th time I've seen that film, and I still sat here and loved every moment on it, and it flew by. Even though it's like the 5th or 6th time I've seen it. I love this film. I think this is probably my favourite version of Batman. And I love everything Matt Reeves does with it. And I cannot wait for Penguin. I can't wait for Arkham. Can't wait to see for more where they actually do Catwoman. I can't wait for the Batman 2. Anyway, yeah, thank you Warner Brothers for hooking me up with this. I thought, yeah, might as well. Barry Keoghan? Was Barry Keoghan always so prominently in the end credits before Andy Serkis? I swear he wasn't there before in the theatrical cut. But thanks for everyone who joined me at any point. I very much enjoyed this. I enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed this film once again. Go watch The Batman if you haven't already, and if you have already, go watch it again. Very, very, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff, and I can't wait for more. Can't wait for more DC stuff, but we've got a few months before we get anything more on DC. Until October, in fact, before we actually get another DC movie. But yeah, thanks for watching, folks, and tune in to mine and Taladia Plays' podcast, Inside the Multiverse. We've had plenty of chats about the Batman, and I'm sure we're going to have more chats again very soon. Yeah, and if you want to chat about the Batman, you can go to the Inside the Multiverse Discord server, which you'll find a link to in the description below. And please like, share and subscribe to DC Comics Gamer. That already helps me out. And check out other videos on the channel. I've got a few on the Batman. I've got a few on Superman. And of course I'm covering a lot on Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I've got a video out now about new DC games coming. And how Warner Brothers and the Discovery merger, there's more DC games coming. They're bolstering their games output. And bolstering Superman, and hopefully that means Superman game. But we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, folks. And for now, Multiverse, out. Thanks for joining me.